What is up guys, Jarv here, back today jumping into Destiny 2. Now in our video today we're taking a look at the best weapons you can get from Override. Override is the new seasonal activity with Season of the Splicer. So if you want to find out the best weapons and the roles you should be chasing, then be sure to stick around and enjoy the video. If you enjoy the video, be sure to leave a comment and rating down below and consider subscribing for more Destiny 2 content. But without further delay guys, let's jump into the video. Now before we jump into the meat of today's video, I want to first invite you all to the Jarv Community Hub. This is a fast growing community Discord we have with over 4,300 incredible Guardians. So if you'd like to talk about Destiny, share your good roles, or get fire teams together to get things done, then be sure to jump in. It's available to absolutely everyone, and the link to this can be found down in the video description below. Now jumping back into the video, the launch of Season of the Splicer, we got a brand new 6-player match-made activity. This comes in the form of Override, and with that offers some unique rewards, both with weapons and armor. Today's video we're taking a look at all the weapons, and more importantly, the roles you should be seeking out. Now first of all, we're going to cover all the sources on where you can obtain these weapons. And first of all, we can get them using the key codes to open the decrypted cache at the end of the Override activity, and this has a chance to drop any of the weapons in the loot pool. Now as you complete Override, you'll get decrypted data, and with this you can upgrade your Splicer gauntlet. And one of these upgrades is called Override Efficiency, and this improves the Override chest rewards. Now standard Vex chests will now offer a chance to offer seasonal gear, and as for the Conflux chests, these now have a chance to drop Umbral engrams and can also drop one focused Umbral engram per week. Now as you upgrade your Splicer gauntlet, you'll also level up with the Splicer servitor. Now with each rank that you get, you'll get a Splicer focused Umbral engram. Now the loot pool for this includes all the weapons and armor. Now initially this includes all the weapons with the exception of the machine gun and shotgun. These are both obtainable initially from the season pass. However, once you obtain those, they'll be added to this loot pool as well. Now the final source to obtain these is over at the Prismatic Recaster. Here you can focus the Umbral engrams from this season, and these can be a variety of weapons and armor. Now it's important to note here that the materials that you need to focus engrams also require decrypted data. So make sure to fully upgrade your seasonal gauntlet first before focusing any Umbral engrams. So that's a quick look at all the sources and where you can get your hands on these incredible and unique looking weapons. But are they any good? And what roles should we be looking for? Now the very first weapon we're taking a look at is called the Ignition Code. This is a legendary kinetic grenade launcher, one of which is lightweight frame. So this is a one-shot handheld grenade launcher with remote detonation. So you have to fire and then release to detonate the grenade. Now it's been a while since we've had a kinetic grenade launcher, and the Ignition Code certainly lives up to the expectations. Now this weapon has fantastic opportunities both for PvE and PvP with great perk combinations available. Naturally, proximity grenades and spike grenades are two of the most popular options. In terms of legendary traits, it has 6 options in each column. Now for the first column here, we have a choice of Fill Prep, which increases your ammo reserves, also providing a faster reload, stow and ready speed when you're crouched, and Slide Shot, where sliding partially reloads the weapon's magazine and temporarily boosts range and stability. Surplus can also be found on this weapon, which increases your handling, reload and stability for each fully charged ability. Ambitious Assassin is here, which overflows the magazine based on the number of rapid kills made before reloading. Quick Draw can be found on here, where the weapon can be drawn unbelievably fast. And finally, Lead from Gold, where picking up heavy ammo also grants ammo for this weapon. Now last season we had the Salvager's Salvo as the ritual reward, and one of the most popular and go-to perks on that weapon was Ambitious Assassin. It allows for 2 grenades in the chamber as long as you can get multi-kills before reloading. So this will definitely be still up there as the perk of choice, especially for a kinetic grenade launcher. In the final column we have some brand new perks. We have Danger Zone. This is where the blast radius of the weapon increases when surrounded by combatants. Thresh can be found here, where killing combatants with the weapon generates a small amount of super energy. Vorpal Weapon, which increases the damage against bosses, vehicles and any guardians with their super active. Demolitionist, where kills with the weapon generate grenade energy. Activating your grenade ability reloads the weapon from reserves. One for All can be found, where hitting 3 separate targets increases damage for a moderate duration. And finally, Frenzy can finally be found on a grenade launcher, and this is where being in combat for an extended time increases your damage, handling and reload for the weapon until you are out of combat. Now out of those 6 possible perk choices, Vorpal Weapon is the most popular choice currently at the moment. This is fantastic both for PvE and PvP, especially if you come up with a Guardian who's in their super. As for PvE, Vorpal Weapon provides a nice boost to your overall damage, and if you pair that with something like Spike Grenades and Ambitious Assassin, you have a potential god roll in your hands. Now if you're enjoying the video and want to see more like it, consider subscribing for more Destiny 2 content. Now next up we have a new legendary kinetic sidearm, and this is called Farewell. This is also lightweight frame, so it has superb handling and you move faster when you have the weapon equipped. Now sidearms haven't been a popular weapon for me personally, however with some of the perk combinations on this sidearm it's been very difficult to put down. Now as a sidearm it has quite a small magazine with around 15 in the mag, so something like tactical mag, appended mag or even extended mag can be very useful perks. If you want to boost the range, which is very lacking on this particular sidearm, then accurized rounds is available, which provides a plus 10 to this stat. Now much like the grenade launcher, there are 6 perk combinations in each column, with this particular weapon having many new perks. One of those is called Tunnel Vision, where reloading after defeating a target greatly increases target acquisition and aiming down sight speed for a short duration. It also comes with Heating Up, where final blows with the weapon increase accuracy and stability while improving vertical recoil. Rangefinder, where aiming with the weapon increases its effective range and zoom magnification. Full auto trigger system, where holding down the trigger will fire the weapon in full auto. Subsistence, which got a massive buff this season, where defeating targets partially reloads the weapon from reserves. And also Moving Target, which increases your movement speed and target acquisition while moving and aiming down sights. And in the final column you have Frenzy once again, a brand new perk called Adrenaline Junkie, where grenade final blows grant bonus damage and handling for a moderate duration. Unrelenting, where rapidly defeating targets triggers health regeneration. Multi-kill clip, where reloading grants increased damage based on the number of rapid kills made beforehand. Thresh, where killing combatants with a weapon generates a small amount of super energy. And also Vorpal Weapon, which increases damage against bosses, vehicles and any guardians in their super. Now I've been fortunate enough to get full auto trigger system and Frenzy on my Farewell sidearm, and I have to say it's a very strong and deadly weapon, especially inside PvE. Now because the range on this sidearm is very lacking, it makes it very difficult to be competitive inside the Crucible. So what you will find is a lot of bounties and quests may require sidearms along with SMGs, fusion rifles and swords this season, so having a good roll on the Farewell sidearm is definitely not a bad shout. And the recoil on this weapon is 96, making it almost entirely vertical, making it one of the easiest and lightest sidearms to use currently available inside Destiny 2. Now next up we have Sojourner's Tail. This is a legendary energy shotgun. This one is precision frame, so it fires a single slug round, and the weapon's recoil pattern is more predictably vertical. Now if you've been having a lot of fun with the Heritage shotgun, which was available from the Deepstone Crypt raid, then you're going to be a big fan of Sojourner's Tail. This one is a solar energy shotgun and has some pretty incredible perks available to it. Now with the perks that are available, there is god roll potential both for PvE and PvP. Now if we start off with PvE, Assault Mag is one of the most preferred options. This provides plus 15 to the stability stat, but more importantly plus 10 to the rounds per minute. And the faster the RPM on the shotgun, the more DPS you're able to deliver. Now as with all the previous weapons, there are 6 legendary traits in each column. For this shotgun you have Rapid Hit, where rapid precision hits temporarily increase stability and reload speed. Tunnel Vision, where reloading after defeating a target greatly increases target acquisition and aiming down sight speed for a short duration. Threat Detector, which increases your reload stability and handling when enemies are in close proximity. Auto-loading Holster, where holstering the weapon will automatically reload after a short period of time. Quick Draw, so the weapon can be drawn unbelievably fast. And Moving Target, which increases your movement speed and target acquisition. And finally in the final column you have Killing Wind, where final blows grant increased mobility, range and handling for a short time. Frenzy is also back, and a brand new perk, Adrenaline Junkie, where grenade final blows grant bonus damage and handling for a moderate duration. Dragonfly can be found on this shotgun, where precision kills create a elemental damage explosion, alongside Surrounded, where the weapon gains bonus damage when 3 or more enemies are in close proximity. And finally Opening Shot, which improves your accuracy and range on the opening shot of attack. Now if you're looking for the good roll in PvE, then something like Arrowhead Break, Assault Mag, Auto-Loading Holster and Frenzy is an absolute top tier choice. A faster rate of fire on a shotgun that will reload itself and pairs perfectly with Frenzy makes this shotgun the perfect partner to Heritage when jumping into Deepstone Crypt. If you're looking for the absolute god roll in PvP, then Corkscrew Rifling, Accurized Rounds, Quick Draw and Opening Shot are the perks you should be seeking out. It gives this shotgun one of the best range stats available in its class, giving it great diversity across all game modes. So if you haven't unlocked this weapon on your season pass just yet, be sure to do so you can seek out these random rolls. Now next up we have the Shattered Cipher. This is a legendary power machine gun. This one is rapid fire frame, so it has deeper ammo reserves and a slightly faster reload when your magazine is empty. This one's void damage and is initially available from the season pass. Now rapid fire frame machine guns aren't aren't the most popular choice when it comes to Crucible, but there are some top tier perks here that make this very strong in PvE. Now, much like the sidearm, the range stat on this machine gun is very lacking, so accurized rounds is a viable option. But if you just want deeper ammo reserves, then tactical mag and appended mag are also great choices. Now, in keeping with a common theme across all these weapons, there are 6 perk choices in each column. The first one is Tunnel Vision, where reloading after defeating a target greatly increases your target acquisition and aiming down sight speed. Heating Up, where final blows with the weapon increase accuracy and stability while improving vertical recoil. Field Prep, which increases your ammo reserves even further whilst providing a faster reload, stow and ready speed when you're crouched. Under Pressure, which improves your stability and accuracy as the magazine gets lower. Slideways, where sliding partially reloads the magazine and temporarily boosts handling and stability. And finally, Auto-Loading Holster, where holstering the weapon will automatically reload it. And in the final column we have Unrelenting, where rapidly defeating targets triggers health regeneration. Snapshot Sights, which provides a faster time to aim down sights. Surrounded, where the weapon gains bonus damage when 3 or more enemies are in close proximity. Zen Moment, where causing damage with the weapon increases its stability, as well as Rampage, where kills with the weapon temporarily grant increased damage, and this stacks up to 3 times. And finally, the new perk Adrenaline Junkie, where grenade final blows grant bonus damage and handling for a moderate duration. Now, with any machine gun, anything that boosts stability and recoil control is an absolute top tier choice. So Chambered Compensator or Arrowhead Break are 2 top tier barrel options. If you want to make up for the lack of range, then you can have accurized rounds, but if you just want deeper pockets, then Tactical Mag and Appended Mag are your preferred choices. In terms of legendary traits, Heating Up is a very viable choice on this weapon, where final blows with the weapon increases accuracy and stability whilst improving its vertical recoil. This helps make the weapon a lot easier to control, allowing you to make the most out of the ammo that you have. And in the final column, if you want to help boost its damage and make the most of its rapid fire frame, then Rampage is where you should be looking. This is where kills with the weapon will temporarily grant increased damage, stacking up to 3 times. So if you pair that on this 900 rounds per minute machine gun, it makes for a very deadly weapon indeed. But as always guys, if you have any role recommendations for any of these weapons that we're covering in this video today, then be sure to sound off down in the comments below. Now, the penultimate weapon in our video today is called the Gridskipper. This is a legendary energy pulse rifle. This one is also a rapid fire frame, so it has deeper ammo reserves as well as a slightly faster reload when your magazine is empty. This one is 540 rounds per minute and is a void damage. Now, this is a very strong weapon across all activities, both for PvE and PvP. And much like all the previous weapons, there are 6 perk choices with a combination of new perks thrown in. Now, as well as this, and further in keeping with all of these override weapons, the range stat is fairly lacking. So if you're looking for the absolute top tier option for both PvE and PvP, then you'll need to boost that, and you can do that with ricochet rounds. As well as boosting your range by +5, it provides +10 to your stability too. So this slightly helps for the lower range stat whilst also boosting its stability. Now, in terms of perk choices, you have the new perk Tunnel Vision, where reloading after defeating a target will greatly increase your target acquisition as well as your ADS speed. Killing Wind is here, where final blows grant increased mobility, range and handling for a short time, alongside Moving Target, which increases your movement speed and target acquisition while moving and aiming down sights. The new perk Heating Up can be found, where final blows with a weapon increase accuracy and stability as well as improving your vertical recoil, alongside Firmly Planted, which increases your accuracy, stability and handling when firing while crouched. And lastly, you have Slideways, where sliding partially reloads the weapon's magazine alongside boosting its handling and stability. In the final column we have Frenzy, alongside the new perk Adrenaline Junkie. Thresh can be found, where killing combatants with the weapon generates a small amount of super energy, alongside High Impact Reserves, where rounds at the end of the magazine deal more damage. On this weapon we have Multi-Kill Clip, where reloading grants increased damage based on the number of rapid kills made beforehand. And finally, Snapshot Sights, which provide a faster time to aim down sights. Now, in terms of the perk combinations you want to pair with ricochet rounds, Heating Up is a top tier choice. Final blows with the weapon will increase its accuracy and stability whilst also improving its vertical recoil. Now, the recoil stat on this weapon is 55, so it will kick a bit, so Heating Up is a very top tier choice. In the final column, Frenzy is an absolute top tier choice once again, where being in combat for an extended time will increase its damage, handling and reload speed. And this once again is very in keeping with the rest of these weapons and will be a very popular choice across all activities. So if you fancy giving rapid fire frame pulses a go inside Crucible, then be sure to seek out the Gridskipper, which you can find exclusively via the override activity. Now, the final weapon we're taking a look at today is the Chroma Rush. This is a legendary kinetic auto rifle, also rapid fire frame. So once again, deeper ammo reserve reserves, alongside a slightly faster reload when the magazine is empty. This one sits in the kinetic slot and can be seen as the ultimate brother to Arctic Haze. Now this auto rifle is 720 rounds per minute, but once again has a slightly lower range stat. With that in mind, accurized rounds once again is the recommendation here, but if you're just looking for deeper pockets, then tactical mag and appended mag again are the preferred choices. Now as for the main legendary traits, we have heating up, where final blows with a weapon will increase its accuracy and stability while improving its vertical recoil. Moving target once again, which increases its movement speed and target acquisition while moving and aiming down sights. Feeding Frenzy can be found on this auto rifle, where each rapid kill with the weapon progressively increases its reload speed for a short time, alongside the new perk Tunnel Vision, where reloading after defeating a target greatly increases target acquisition and ADS speed for a short duration. Dynamic Sway can also be found on this auto rifle, which improves accuracy and stability while continuously holding down the trigger, alongside Subsistence, where defeating targets partially reloads the magazine from reserves. And in the final column we have the new perk Adrenaline Junkie, alongside Tap the Trigger, which grants a short period of increased stability and accuracy on your initial trigger pull, alongside Kill Clip, where reloading after a kill will grant increased damage. And here we have another damage dealing perk in Rampage, where kills with the weapon temporarily grant increased damage, which stacks up to 3 times, alongside Thresh, where killing combatants with a weapon generates a small amount of super energy. And finally on this auto rifle we have Wellspring, where kills with the weapon generate ability energy, and this energy is divided between all your uncharged abilities. Now with the range stat on this weapon being relatively low, it makes it hard to be competitive inside the Crucible. But with that being said, if you can get on target in the right ranges, then this will absolutely melt anyone in your way. In terms of the god roll on this weapon, accurized rounds is there once again to help boost that range, alongside Feeding Frenzy, where each rapid kill with the weapon progressively increases its reload speed, and to help boost damage once again on a rapid fire frame we have Rampage, where kills with the weapon temporarily increase your damage. Another viable choice though is Heating Up, as final blows with a weapon with this will increase its accuracy and stability, as well as improving its vertical recoil, helping you keep on target for longer. And if you can't get Rampage, then Kill Clip is another viable option too. Now out of all the override weapons, the Chroma Rush is one of my personal favourites. If you have any god rolls or rolls that you recommend, be sure to sound off down in the comments below. So there we have it guys, a good look at all the override weapons available in Destiny 2. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to check out one of these 2 videos you see here in these cards for further hints, tips and tricks for Destiny 2. I'm going to jump back into the game as always guys, and I will catch you all again very soon.